everyone, I am Niharika and welcome back to a new lesson. Well, this lesson is specifically for smokers. Well, we're going to look at slang and expressions for smokers. Well, of course, even non-smokers can use these expressions for the people who smoke. And before we start this lesson, well, warning! Smoking is injurious to health. It cuts your IQ in half, it damages your teeth, it damages your skin, and it causes cancer. Well, it's like inviting your death. So, if you smoke, please try to quit, right? Now let's have a look at some slang words related to cigarettes. So the first one is bone. Well, instead of just saying it as a cigarette, another slang term that you can use is bone. Hey, I'm gonna go out, I need to buy a bone, so which means I need to buy a cigarette. The next one, coffin nail. Well, of course, as I said, it's when you smoke, it's like inviting death, right? So coffin is when someone dies. That's when we end up putting the body in a coffin, right? So a coffin nail, specifically it's used by non-smokers. Like for example, if your partner smokes and you don't like it, then you're gonna say, hey, you need to quit those coffin nails. So which means that you need to quit cigarettes, right? Another term, slang word is ciggy. Well, it's pretty common. You must have heard that. Hey, do you have a ciggy in your hand? So it means a cigarette, right? So ciggy is like a short term for cigarettes. Cancer sticks. Well, again, as I said, it causes cancer. So, cancer sticks is another term that you can use for cigarettes, especially non-smokers. Like non-smokers do not like people who smoke, right? So, rather than just calling it as a cigarette, you know, I don't like cigarettes, or I don't like smoking, or I don't believe in smoking, then you can say, oh, I feel cancer sticks are awful. So, it means that cigarettes are awful. That's how you can use this term. The next one, bummage. Okay, now bummage, now it's it means a cigarette, but specifically which you obtain for free. So you know, especially when you're with the guys and you're just having a party, you're having a good time, and you just don't end up buying cigarettes, but you take it from someone else for free. Well, cigarettes are a little expensive, and if you get it for free, I believe smokers love that. So I got this bummage from Jack. That's how you can use it. So which means I obtained the cigarette from Jack for free. You didn't have to pay for the cigarette. It's a free cigarette. Okay, so it's a free cigarette. That's called a bummage, right? And then the last one over here is fag. Now, fag has two meanings. Well, fag means a cigarette. Oh, I'm just going out to fag. Okay, I need a fag. So it means that I need to smoke or I need a cigarette. But however, there's another meaning to it, which is a male homosexual. Actually, the word is faggot. Like a faggot is male homosexual. But then, you know, people just say he's a fag, which means he's a gay, okay? Though the word is faggot, but people just cut it short and use the word fag. But then another term or another meaning for this word is smoking or cigarette. Got it? Okay, so these are some slang terms that you can use for cigarettes. And now let's have a look at a couple of expressions. Smoke like a chimney. Now, someone who smokes like a chimney, it means he is a chain smoker. Chain smoker is also another term used for a person who smokes too much, okay? So, like a heavy smoker. So, if you are one of the person who smokes like a chimney, well, try to control it or try to quit it because it's not good for your health. So yes, this expression you can use for someone who is a heavy smoker. Got it? Then the next term is passive smoking. Now this expression, it means inhalation of smoke. Okay, it means inhalation of smoke, but it's specifically for non-smokers. Like if you are hanging out or you are with someone who's smoking, okay, smoking a cigarette, but you are not smoking, but the smoke that you inhale just because the other person is smoking, well, that is passive smoking. So it is inhalation of smoke, but it's because someone else is smoking a cigarette and not you. Okay, so that's passive smoking. Many people do get confused. People think that passive smoking is a term used for heavy smokers, but no, it is used for inhalation of smoke, and especially when a non-smoker inhales the smoke. That is also injurious to health. Did you know that? Well, yes, do keep this in mind, that passive smoking is also injurious to health. And then the last expression that I have for you on the board is cigarette butt. Now, well, that kind of sounds a little funny, but cigarette butt, it means, you know, the last part of the cigarette, like when you're done smoking and a very small part of cigarette is still remaining and you kind of just put it off. But that the little small tiny last part of the cigarette is called as cigarette butt. Okay, people tend to just throw it around, but please use a trash can if you want to throw that cigarette butt. But remember, it is the last part or the last tiny part of a cigarette. Okay, so you got that? So if you are a smoker or a non-smoker, hope these terms and these expressions are helpful to you. Use them in your daily conversations, and I'll be back with a new lesson. Till then, you take care.